Where we're going, we don't need clothes. We've reached that point, everyone. Hello, my fellow hunters, and welcome to that most glorious, wonderful time. The time of new stuff. And I realize we just had the time of big new stuff, but now we have the time of little new stuff. But the little new stuff is best stuff. That all made a lot more sense in my head. I apologize. In any case, yes, new event quest, new reward, new armor. It's all happening, and that's real exciting as we get 1 week closer to the next festival. Let's do this thing. Head, then, as always, to your news cat for an initial news chat, and Monday will let you know that, well, we've got ourselves a couple of new activities, chiefed amongst them a new challenge quest. And we'll get to that. But of course, we've got the reset of our bounties, which you can have a little look at and get going once more. The pick-a-meal voucher, of course, valuable to keep a supply of them, but everything very nice. And the reset of our new fishing and, of course, endemic life bounties, which I'm still so happy they actually added. In any case, on to Alma, where we will find that Arch-Tempered Raydao is still very much here. Now, he will, of course, come back in the festival, so there's no crazy rush yet to get him if you somehow already haven't and got all the armor, but hey, worth pointing out, you can still hunt him, farm him, and experience his lovely, delicious pain. We also then have the Sand-Scarred Soul. This one we have had before, and it's a decoration farmer for those glowing orb armor and mystery orb armor. Nothing too crazy, helpful if you need to fill in some lower tier decoration gaps or you're earlier in the game, just a normal Doshagama, and well, there you have it. And then the weapon equivalent, Ballet in the Rain, a tempered Lalabarina, at least a little bit harder by a tiny amount, and this one is for your glowing orb sword and mystery orb sword for those middle lower tier weapon decorations, again if you need to fill those in or you're earlier in the game. Cool. The excitement of the week then properly begins with an inferno laid bare. Now, the really cool thing about this is we can see we've got a deliberately 5 purple star new Udra. So actually getting an event quest giving us the highest form of difficulty outside of tempered is really cool to see, and I hope that keeps happening as we get even more interesting, complex, challenging combinations of monsters and basically just can't be Capcom. God, I've not had enough of 8-star, 5-star tempered Seregios just bleeding me to death, please. In any case, a fiery breeze rolled in high enough to make you want to strip down. That's really apt for the reward we're going to get. So, we've got ourselves a new Udra with a temper to hunt, and the rewards are very, very nice, but the one that we care about is that necklace ticket. Let's go grab it. You'll find him right outside town by the forge, and if you give him a little look, he will be a silver crown, which is very cool, or at the very least, my one did, though these tend to be fairly consistent from the past. So, you know, a 5 purple star, big new Udra, we're getting there, you know? Difficulty, size, relative to, like, earlier in the game and not right now, but still. Also, this is the first actual Apex in an event quest, not counting, you know, Arch-Tempered Raydao, which is very, very cool because it means we've finally reached the part of Wilds' life cycle where we are going to start seeing higher tier monsters in event quests, which is really, really positive. As I've brought up before, it took a little bit in Rise, it even took a little bit in World to start seeing the properly interesting event quests because they like to really ease it in with your lower tier stuff and your less meaningful rewards, but then by the end of the game cycle, we are absolutely, you know, doing ridiculous things for ridiculous things. So this feels like one of the most positive event quest step forwards we've had in a while, which I'm really hype about, especially as we head towards the Flame Fate, which honestly looks like it's going to be phenomenal. Maybe one day I'll learn how to speak. In any case, kill your lovely noodles. May he squeeze you thoroughly, and may I be jealous of every single one. So, after chasing him halfway across the map to his nest, well, here we are, the necklace ticket. Like most of them, if you get lucky, you should be able to get more than one at once, but in any case, give it to the smithy for some special equipment. Don't mind if I do. So, head to the smithy for your armor, and then head down towards the bottom, where we will find ourselves our brand new Pinion necklace. It is rare 7, it needs 3 tickets to forge, and 2 heroics, 1 agitator. I mean, technically I think is now the most effective offensive event quest armor. It's not like it's going to change anything, but hey, it's something. In any case, then, it's a feathered necklace, and, well, not much else. It's a very, I'm going to predict, a popular fashion choice in the upcoming weeks as everyone gets their hand on this. The dye options on their necklace are really quite phenomenal, and, well, the mail is literally just the necklace, so if you thought that it couldn't get any better than the new jackets, well, I think it might have just done. And it also should be noted that a part of this chest piece is a tattoo of some very wildness on your left shoulder, and that is dyeable as well, which is a really, really nice little touch. In any case, it's really cool that this is a chest piece, giving more options, and I imagine you are already actively farming it right now before I even finished explaining it, so I'll just let you get on with that as I get on with telling you about the new challenge quest. Head to Ricardo, the arena master, and head down to challenge quests where we will find this fleeting bubbles. Yes, a Mizutsune in the arena challenge quest. This is awesome. 430 is your A time to beat to get the highest rank of pendant, and you're going to want to because it's actually an incredible one. You get the full Soul Seer eye glow out of the mask, and the actual meal vouchers are not a bad little reward too. Now, this is not a free challenge quest, so you do have to choose an actual set of gear. You've got Sword and Shield, and you've got Charge Blade with not the worst set of skills, you know, a classic resentment set. You've got yourself dual blades and gunlance, who have got a very much evadey focus to them, and then finally hammer and heavy bowgun, that's a little bit on that poison foray look, which is quite fun, if not the most effective. In any case, pick your best option, get in there, and give this Mizutsune a go. That said, I won't be posting my first time for you guys right here, as I will be doing this with Cotton for a lovely pro and noob coming up. It's going to be quite the interesting one, and I hope you look forward to it. But in any case, I wish you the best of luck on getting your A rank for that delicious pendant, and more than anything, it's just really cool to get a Mizutsune in the arena as a new defined challenge quest. I think the challenge quests and the rewards are really, really fun, and this is a really, really nice one, bringing back that title update 1 monster in a nice, relevant way after title update 2. So, there we have it, everybody. Some new armor, a new challenge quest, a lot of new goodness to be getting on with, a really, really good week. For now then, like you've enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more, consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.